So today we're going to string a CJ Kirst replica, obviously one of the front runners for the Tour this year. I have, he's using the Nike L3, so I have the MIrage 2, which is most similar number of sidewall holes and kind of shape. I think we'll be able to get the pocket down. So I've also got some screenshotted pictures, best I could do of his pocket. I'm going to do the best I can with the replica without really having like a clear pattern picture. If anybody does have a clear pattern picture, please DM it to me because that would really help. But for the most part, I'm just going to be trying to do a couple of these videos as best I can just from pictures on Instagram that I basically zoom in on. So I've already got the top string done. It's a 9-diamond top string, just normal spot. On the MIrage 2, it's the second hole down. You always see, are you a real person running this live? Yes, I am real. Believe it or not. I don't know what a Chuz pocket is. What a coincidence. Just finished stringing an ion. That's cool. Is Endy washed? I hope not. I think they could have a chance. It's tough in the ACC because they have no AQ, no automatic qualifier, because they have no real tournament because they don't have enough teams. No, not a Havoc. This is a MIrage 2, similar to L3, which was what CJ Kirst uses. So that's kind of what we're going to go off of. So I have a zoomed in picture here that I'm going to try to work from as best I can. So it looks like he uses a couple knotted SIs to start. My day's been really good. Got a couple people in the YouTube chat. But a Colin Kirst replica. Colin Kirst actually just requested our stuff for this season of the PLO, so I think we might be able to do that. MIrage 3.0 is in the works for sure. Let's 1v1. I could do that. That'll be fun. 1v1 versus some subscribers. So it looks like he uses knotted SIs to start kind of every other hole. So we're going to start with 3 of those. I think I'm going to use it. Yeah, Havoc's cool, I guess. Hey, happy birthday, Yabeth. When's the COD stream? I could do a COD mobile stream. So I think this is how it starts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. It might be slightly tighter than that. We also have 18 holes, so we got to skip one somewhere. I'm going to go here. So then I think it's a 2, I believe. A 2 with a skip. Get your baby mama pregnant. Well, I've got 4 kids, so if you want my advice, that would be raise them as best you can. Okay. How do I get an EC Bernie car wrap? Go for it. Just gotta find somebody that'll do it for you. This is his pattern. 90 top string, sidewall, skip, anchor, skip, KSI, KSI, skip, KSI, 1, 1, skip, 1, 1, skip, 1 tie off bottom. Rich Barnes. Is Rich Barnes on Instagram? Carson's laughing at me from outside the... Rich Barnes photo. Is that who we're talking about that has the pattern picture on YouTube? If we could help me out in the chat here. Okay, well, I can't find it, so I'm going to go with what I have. If it's wrong, we will come back and do a correction. I think it looks like a 2. Anyway, what's the next big video? Winston and Carson are working on a couple for this week. That should be pretty good. Some highlights, some documentary style stuff. We're doing another season of The Last Ride, so that'll be fun. All right, I got the one side of the pattern, which I think might be right. It's at least a really solid pattern. If it's not, but I think it's close. Again, I had to adapt it one extra sidewall hole from the MIrage 2. It looks like it's a little higher, got 2 shooting strings. So this is what we ended up with. Tie on 3 knotted SIs, knot, and then a 2, and then 1, 1, 1, and a 1. I think this is going to be really nice, though. Which defensive head is better, the Delta or the Rebel? The Rebel is definitely stiffer and a little wider, but a lot of players are going with the Delta these days. They really like the scoop. Works really well for GBs. Impact 2 kind of in development. Not really. Still a lot of players using the Impact 1. So colored striker goalie mesh, you need it. Yeah, we did some USA, but we haven't. There's just a minimum to make goalie mesh, and it's pretty high. I'm just not sure we would be able to sell that many. Do more box content. Yeah, we're going to try and ramp the NLO content up toward the end of the season here. Imagine live streaming the national championship game. That'd be cool. I do think ESPN might own the rights to that, but I can try and negotiate with them as best I can to try and get the rights to the NCAA championship. That would be fun. O'Keefe stick replica. Yeah, I can work on that. I think I'm going to work on, for now, college guys, and then maybe Maverick will do the O'Keefe stick replica because they're his sponsor. We could do a Ryan Smith Delta pocket. That would be really interesting. I think I'll work on that. He is a NLL player killing it with the Delta this year. Try to do a mid-high in the Delta. Almost made a shelf because it was so wide. We can send you some Delta patterns. We have a couple pretty good Delta patterns. Thoughts on Duffy from UNC? Very good. Potential tour time candidate, depending on how far UNC makes it. Petramala has really helped him too, having somebody to pass it to. Sure. Veg D Mike. Yeah, definitely don't always have to use a replica pocket, but it's always a good starting spot. And it's fun if you have a player whose style you want to emulate to replicate their pocket. If you think your playing style is similar to theirs, it will probably work pretty well. Hoping the Dogs draft CJ. Yeah, I mean, he's the way CJ's playing, he's definitely going to be the number 1 draft pick. He has an insane shooting percentage, insane efficiency, goals per game are out of control. So there's no way CJ Kirst is not the number 1 draft pick. And honestly, for him not to win the Tewaaraton is going to require Cornell to kind of get stopped out of the tournament early. Wrapping up the one sidewall here. Then we'll probably wrap the video with the sidewalls, and I'll try and shoot a tutorial video on the whole thing. But he just uses 2 straight shooting strings. Nothing overly complicated. Delta and Delta graphene. The graphene one has the additive of graphene, which makes it super durable. Probably our most durable head, that and the MIrage 2 graphene. Doesn't help with warping as much, but does help with breaking strength. Hey, Greg. Hey, Max. Can you film an Avon Old Farms game? Maybe. Are they going to come down here at all? I think that Japan could be very good in the Olympics. That person's question. Are you attending the Carroll Manor Kelly post game? Maybe. My son does play for Carroll Manor, but he is 6, so he's not really up there yet. Play for Carroll Manor. Very cool. All right, let's break this in. Yeah, I mean, I think this looks pretty similar. Looks like he's got bottom string kind of tight loop on the next 10 diamond row. So we'll put that in and just see how it turns out. Signature Blue Delta is something we're working on. Maybe something we could be looking at this fall. Plays 9U. Very cool. Maybe I'll see you out there to practice one day. All right, bottom strings in. Yes, John, we do have a warranty. 6 months. You can fill it out at ecdlax.com/warranty. All right, so there it is, CJ Kirst Replica Pocket. I think this looks really good. If it's not exact, it's at least pretty close, and is a really nice pocket. He's got 2 shooting strings in it. So if we can, we will make a tutorial for this pocket, and let me know what other replicas you guys want us to make.